Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of The Insiders. Today we're going to be talking about the Syrian earthquake. Unfortunately, I do not have enough knowledge to talk about the subject, so I would like to learn from someone who has researched quite a bit. Aman Dugar, can you please tell us what is happening? What's the problem? Please go
Yeah,
ahead.
sure. So the earthquake in Syria hit the city of Aleppo, which has already been through so much due to the civil war. And the earthquake in Turkey was also quite powerful, with a magnitude of 5.9. It hit the province of Elazig, which is the eastern part of the country. Yeah, it's very devastating, but I think KG5 as a whole is trying their best to help them through donations, for example.
I think we raised about $32,000, which is a pretty big deal for like a small scale. It's a
Big
pretty
up student council.
It does help a lot. And do we know any information about how many deaths this caused in
For
specific?
casualty. Very good question. I am not actually sure.
We can Google that right now.
We do know it's a lot. And even if it wasn't that many, it's still devastating nonetheless.
hmm So do we know any more information about it, Aman?
Not really, to be honest. It's very tragic, and
Well, I actually do know a little
hopefully
bit.
they
So,
recover.
one of the things that really stood out to me was the fact
Please
that
elaborate,
the
Aryan.
Turkish Red Crescent was able to respond quite quickly to the situation. They set up tents and provided food and medical aid for all the affected people there. And it was really heartening to see all the local authorities and organizations stepping up to help those in need.
Yeah, I mean, also for me,
It's
like,
kind of a reminder that we need to work together and support each other during these times, especially for the people there.
yeah,
yeah, I think also, I've seen a lot of stuff on, social media like Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts of, showing families and like people who are truly affected by this earthquake. And, yeah, I think, from the four of us, our condolences and our hearts go out to everyone that was affected by it.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure everyone around the world feels the same way. It's very tragic, and yeah.
I don't know if you
Does
guys
anyone
saw
else?
the video, but did you see the video of the two buildings just collapsing like right there? I don't know if you guys saw it, but it really showed how horrible the earthquake really was. I think it's probably the
Yeah.
worst one that's hit Turkey in a while. Did you guys
Yeah.
check out how many casualties it was?
Come on.
Let me check.
yeah. So, in Turkey alone,
Over 50,000.
over 50,000 people. Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Mm.
And this whole situation also shows how like countries need to be more prepared for these sort of situations,
Yeah, I
like
think it
natural
just shows
disasters.
how fragile we are. Like it took one
Yeah.
earthquake to a pretty well established country to
hmm
quite literally put into ruins. So yeah, I think it also shows how we as people should be more unified and what's the word? We should appreciate each other a lot more. And yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I think one of the positive is that this did show like the level of humanity that's still left because the support rolled in like from the second it happened. So it's very heartwarming and wholesome to see. So yeah, it was a good as the world did come together when tragedy struck. So it was nice to see.
does
Yeah, and for
anyone
all of
by
our
any
viewers,
chance
if you
have
can,
any more
Yeah.
statistics to provide?
I don't have any stats, but just a message to our viewers, our really dedicated fans. If there's anything that you can do, just a little bit, a few dollars will help. Just donate to any charity that you can. If you're in KG5, you can always donate and make your mark, make your the effort to help people.
I mean,
like for those
If you guys probably search up charities that are working in the country, you'll
I feel
probably
like
get 1,000 ones. So
every
just
website you'll open to do with the earthquake will have some donation link to it, and we would really recommend you go make a difference.
and
and
everyone
each
who's watching
donation
this,
counts.
everyone who's watching this who donated in KGV, like it's a good every bit helped. So thank you guys for
Yeah.
donating. 32,000. It's not a joke. That's a huge amount.
That's quite
It would
incredible.
help them so much.
So-
I
Oh yeah,
think
so
we should dedicate this episode just for the Turkey issue.
Sure, Ayush, you can elaborate on that because I have no more information.
As in, we're
Yes,
not going to
Ayush,
talk
please.
about. We're not going to talk about anything else. We deserve an episode just to document this. Let's not derail the importance of this, and we'll stick to just talking about the Turkey issue, as it is a very big tragedy that we have gone through.
Sure.
Ayush, you're right. I recommend we do. I totally agree. So Ayush, anything you'd like to add about Turkey and Syria?
No, because we do have other topics that we want to talk about that are more lighthearted, like Andrew Tate, Jake Paul, whatever it may be, mainstream media. But that's not what this is for. This is purely for everyone that's been through a lot in Turkey. So we're not going to be talking about anything else.
Yeah,
How long
I
do
mean,
you
I feel like
think-
this episode will be a bit shorter than the others because we don't really want to, include a lot more, lighthearted, friendly, enjoyable, funny things because I feel like this situation and issue deserves an entire episode
Separate,
dedicated to it.
Yeah.
I guess
It doesn't really compare to anything like the Andrew Tate or
World
YouTubers or whatever like World Cup. Yeah, I feel like this is a completely different situation. So yeah.
the previous episodes we've tried making including jokes and stuff like that, but this episode isn't for that. It's purely just so everyone knows what's happened,
Just to raise awareness of the issue.
Yeah.
and especially the work KG5 has done. So I think, Aman,
I think
Arian, Shiraz, final words.
Yeah, I would also like to tell you guys that, in fact, nearly $6 billion has been raised for Turkey, for Turkey's, for the country
redevelopment,
after
I'd
its
say.
That's unbelievable.
earthquake. That's crazy.
That's
Hopefully
unbelievable.
that helps them a
$6
lot.
billion in support.
Wait, you said that a country that popular has almost been turned into ruins. It's one part of Turkey has been completely shattered, right? If I'm not wrong, is that what's
I don't
happened?
think so. I feel like it would be more than one. I mean,
Really?
it was. I'm pretty sure Turkey wasn't the only country affected by it. So
It mainly
I
hit
gathered.
the eastern part of the country.
Okay, so more than one part of Turkey has been almost taken completely.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I mean, if there's
I
no
think it
other
goes to show that we're really fortunate to live in a place where this kind of stuff doesn't really happen. Like over here in
Yeah.
Hong Kong, you don't really get tsunamis, earthquakes, tornadoes, anything like that.
We take a lot of things for granted because who would have known
Yeah,
that
that's
this would
very
have
true.
happened?
Yeah.
Their whole life got torn apart and in a matter of seconds, and there's nothing they can do to stop it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, if
So
there's
does
no other
anyone
final,
else like to add about it, or
yeah, I don't really have anything else to add apart from
I just say
if you can
yeah,
really do
Try and help.
something.
it's a
I'm pretty
final
sure
reminder to donate, basically.
I'm pretty sure you'd help a
Yeah.
family, who might have lost someone or lost a friend or something like that. You really make a difference. So yeah, just
Yeah.
go do your part.
Exactly.
thank you guys for watching this episode of The Insiders, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.